preschoolers, this is Mrs. Shinneberry and Mrs. Quillen. They will be picking you up from the front doors. You'll wait outside on a Trojan head with your parents. Starting at 8 o'clock to 8:15, we will come down to the front doors and pick you up and walk you to our classroom.
Hi preschool families, this is Mrs. Dunlap. This is where Mrs. Dunlap and Mrs. Pataka's class will be coming in every day. The side door. And this is Mrs. Pataka.
Hello preschoolers.
And here is parts of our room. There's our letter people. We're gonna have a lot of fun with them this year. Our reading area. Your special spot to sit in the classroom. Oh, our special area for our masks. Even a spot for your backpack and coats. And we even have a restroom in here. See you soon.
Hi preschoolers, I'm Mrs. Heston and I will be your teacher this year. So I want to introduce our teachers and show you around our classroom. This is Mrs. Quillen and she will be with us the first half of the year. She will pick you up from the front doors. And this is Mrs. Popadak and she'll be with us the second half of the year. She's doing some student teaching with one of our second grade teachers in our building this year. All right, when you first come in, you'll take your mask off and put it in a cubby with your name. And then you'll come on in. We're gonna unpack our folders and put them in the basket. Then you will come over and you will hang your backpacks and coats on a hook and lay your lunchbox on the shelf if you have one. If you don't have a lunchbox, you've got two choices for lunch every day. We'll always have a main option and peanut butter and jelly will be our second. Then you'll come in and you will have a table where you will sit. We've got your name. You'll sit in the same spot every day. We'll have a kitchen area, and right now we've got a tool bench, and we will have baby dolls when you come in. We've got an area where we will do carpet time, and you'll have a little foam puzzle piece to sit on with your name. We'll do our calendar back here. We've got cards to play with right now. We'll put some blocks out sometimes. We've got a writing table where you can draw pictures for mom and dad and grandma and grandpa. Our reading center is on the other side, and we've got cubbies for your extra clothes in case of accidents or spills. So we are excited to see you next week. Bring your nap things in and your extra clothes, and we'll get those all set up, and we will see you soon.
Welcome preschool. This is Miss Hevelin and Mrs. Shinneberry's classroom. When you come in the door, you have your own pocket for your mask. Even there when you come in. You're gonna pick your lunch, whether you want peanut butter and jelly or the main course. And then here's your lockers. You can hang up your things. You'll have a name on your locker so you know exactly where to put your stuff. There's our sink where we'll be washing our hands all the time. You can see the tables will have your name on them, and that's where you'll sit when you come in the morning and for breakfast and for lunch and for snack. In our centers, we have a home living pretend area. This is our carpet large group area. You will have a mat with your name on it that you'll be able to sit on. There's our job chart, our book center and our writing center. We can't wait to see you next week. I hope you're as excited as we are. See you soon.
Hey West School, it's Mrs. Peoples.
And Mr. Porter.
We're here with a virtual open house. We have a few things we want to go over with you before school starts on Tuesday, September 1st. First thing, when you come to school in the morning, we're going to have you coming in different entrances than you normally would. Our bus riders will come in the back door as usual, but then second grade will come in the second grade end, third grade through the doors right between second and third grade, fourth grade and preschool will come in the front doors, and fifth grade will come in the entrance in front of the fifth grade end. We will have doors open at 7:45 a.m. And if you get here before then, we have Trojan heads painted on the sidewalks for you to wait so that you can safely social distance 6 feet apart while you're waiting to come in to the building. And then when you come in the building, you're going to go straight to homeroom and have breakfast in your classroom with your homeroom teacher.
We've changed quite a few of the procedures around the building and throughout the day in order to help ensure the safety of our students and staff. For lunch, all students will be eating lunch in a grade level. So second graders will all eat together, third graders will all eat together, and so on. They'll be eating as a class. And we will get them down to the cafeteria by the class that they're in as safely as we can, socially distancing 6 feet apart. On their travel down, they need to wear a mask. When they get to the cafeteria, they'll have 30 minutes to eat, clean up their area, and then we will dismiss them out to recess, and they'll have 20 minutes of outside recess. On the travel to and from the cafeteria, they need to have their masks on. While they're eating, of course, they do not. When the students go out to recess, we are asking that they put their masks in their pocket or around their wrists, like Mrs. Peoples has hers. This is so that when we come back into the buildings after recess, the students will have their masks on hand and they can put them on and travel to the restrooms to wash their hands and back to their classrooms with their teachers. Recess is set up a little bit differently. We're going to create zones on the playground so that we can keep classes together. So for instance, Mrs. Hayes' students in second grade, they might be on the swing set and the swing set zone only on Tuesdays, and then they'll rotate to a different zone throughout the week. We do hope that to be able to use all of the equipment on the playground, and it will be sanitized by custodians after use before another group of students enters the playground.
So at the end of the day, when we dismiss you, we're going to have all students go out the same doors that they came in, and we will stagger release times just a little bit so that we can keep the traffic in the hallway to a minimum. And our bus riders will follow the same procedures they've done in the past as far as dismissal, and bus students are required to wear a mask on the bus coming to and from school.
Just wanted to go over some general COVID structures and procedures to try to, once again, ensure the safety of our students and staff. There are going to be stickers throughout the building, some located on the floors, some located in the hallways, on the walls, to help remind students where and when to socially distance, such as waiting in the hallway outside the cafeteria to enter for lunch, as well as to remind students about proper hand washing, things of that nature. Students will be traveling to their related arts classes every day, so students will have either physical education, library, art, or music, and they'll travel under the supervision of their teachers. Per the Ohio Department of Health and Governor DeWine, students are required to wear a mask at school. We intend to give students mask breaks at various times throughout the day, so long as social distancing can be achieved. We will be discussing expectations for mask wearing with students when they arrive next week. Students are permitted to bring water bottles and refill them at drinking fountains or water bottle filling stations around the building. As of right now, public drinking fountains for individual use are not permitted or not available in our buildings. So if you want to send your child to school with a water bottle, a fillable water bottle, you can do so. Sports drinks like Gatorade, Powerade, flavored water are fine, but please do not send your child to school with sugary carbonated drinks like pop.
We intend to make hand washing an emphasis with students this year and have them washing hands frequently throughout the school day. We will also have hand sanitizer stations throughout the building. The district intends to provide every student with a book bag. We would like you to use that book bag to transport Chromebooks back and forth to school. And students should be taking their Chromebook home every day at the end of the day and bring it back with them to school each day. So those should be going back and forth each day. A charger will be provided, and we would request that they come back to school charged if possible. If you send lunch money with your child, please put it in an envelope with your child's name on it, and do not send loose money to school. We are also limiting our visitor policy somewhat, and visitors to school are going to be by appointment only. If parents are dropping off items for their child or picking up their child, obviously we'll let that be permitted. And if you're picking your child up during the school day, we will bring them out to you in the front loop outside of the school. You won't need to come in and do any of that.
We do have a number of students that are going to be learning remotely, so we just wanted to provide an overview of that. Our teachers have been working diligently and will be working throughout the school year, well, at least until we can get everyone back every day, to make sure that remote learning is possible and available for our students. We are emphasizing that our remote learning mirror our face-to-face learning as much as possible. Teachers are being asked to upload videos, lessons, and assignments for our remote learners to complete at home. Our teachers will check in with students to provide feedback and answer questions. We have a digital or remote virtual learning Monday, and that is a day where hopefully our teachers will get all of their assignments for the week for remote learners, videos, make any contacts that need made, provide any assistance that they can on those Mondays for our remote learners. They'll also be available for our remote learners throughout the week to make contacts home, things of that nature. Remote students need to log in each school day for attendance purposes. Remote students will be issued letter grades, and failure to complete satisfactory work at home can negatively affect students' overall grades and may result in failure. So we need to make sure parents of remote learners that our students are completing their work in a timely fashion. It needs to be of high quality. We still want the rigor and high expectations for our remote learners that we have for our in-person learners, and we really need parents' help in holding our children accountable and making sure that their remote work gets done well and on time.
We've been back here for several weeks getting everything ready, and we cannot wait to see our students back in these hallways. We've missed you. We hope you've had a great summer, and we hope you're as ready to get back as we are to have you. We'll see you soon.
See you next week.